Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to today's class. In this class we will be discussing about uses of microbes in making chemicals and enzymes. Already in my earlier videos and my earlier lecture I have told you uses of microbes in household aspect, in industrial aspects like making antibiotics and beverages, even in sewage treatment plant we have discussed. In this class we'll be focusing how microbes are used in making chemicals and enzymes. See, microbes play very important role on an industrial scale also. Here we are using many microorganisms to make chemicals. Like in NCERT, basically they have described 4 chemicals in detail. In detail means they have given a name of the organism from which the chemicals are being obtained. So also in this class I'll be telling some extra like which chemical is used where. So my focus will be even the name is already given in NCERT, and also these chemicals are used where. So first is citric acid. Now basically citric acid is obtained from which organism bachcho? So name of the organism is Aspergillus niger and mucor. These both are fungal variety from which we get citric acid. Now next part is where is citric acid used. So basically citric acid is used in dyeing, it is used in medicines, it is used in making inks, it is used as flavoring agents, and even it is used in preservation of food. There are many uses. Again I would repeat, first is dyeing, second is medicine, then it is used in making inks, it is used as a preservative of food. Just for your knowledge. Now next is your acetic acid. So where is acetic acid, from where this acetic acid is formed bachcho? So name is Acetobacter aceti. Now this is bacteria from which we get acetic acid. Now next is where this acetic acid is used. So acetic acid is basically it is used in making vinegar. You must be aware your mother adds vinegar, isn't it? So it is used in making vinegar. Other than vinegar, it is also used as a coloring agent. Okay, it is used in many pharmaceutical industries. It is used in making plastic. Okay, so in this way acetic acid has many uses. But dear students, are you aware that for making acetic acid, first of all you need to have alcohol. It is made from ethanol. But ethanol is made due to anaerobic respiration, that we know, isn't it? But for making acetic acid, same ethanol has to undergo aerobic respiration. Same ethanol, when undergoes aerobic respiration in presence of bacteria called Acetobacter aceti, then we get acetic acid. Again I repeat, for acetic acid, same, you need what? You need to have ethanol first. You need to have anaerobic respiration first. But for this, the same ethanol undergoes what? The same ethanol undergoes aerobic respiration in presence of bacteria called Acetobacter aceti. And in this way we get acetic acid. Where is acetic acid used? I already told, it is used in making ripening of acetic acid gives you vinegar. Other than this, like all the industries we discussed, pharmaceutical and plastic industry, these are the places where this acetic acid is used. Now our third chemical is butyric acid. Now where is butyric acid? Like from where is butyric acid prepared? It is obtained from a bacteria. Name of the bacteria is Clostridium butylicum. Again I repeat, Clostridium butylicum. Now this butyric acid bachcho is a main industrial solvent. It is used in many big industries as an industrial solvent. Another important thing I would like to tell you, that you must have observed that after keeping butter, isn't it, there is a specific tasteless thing in butter, isn't it? If it is kept for many days and you forget it, that unpleasant odor or taste of butter which comes, that is because of formation of butyric acid. That is called rancidity. Okay, so rancidity of butter is because of what? That is because of butyric acid formation. Rancidity means taste or bad taste, okay, or very unpleasant odor. That is called rancidity. So that is about butyric acid. Now next is lactic acid. Now where do you get lactic acid from? So basically you get lactic acid from lactobacillus. Now lactobacillus is a bacteria, we know it. And even lactic acid you get from mucor. Even it is obtained from mucor species called Rhizopus. Are you aware that the lactic acid which is obtained from fungus is costlier than the one obtained from lactobacillus, bachcho? Yes, the lactic acid which we get from mucor, it is more costlier and it is of a higher grade than the one which we obtained from lactobacillus. So where is lactic acid used? That is our next question. It is basically used in printing of wool, tanning industry it is used. It is used as a preservatives in meat and in fish. So in this way lactic acid also has lot many uses. Now this was about chemical. This was about chemical. Now we'll come to the enzyme part. There are lot many enzymes. Now what are enzymes? I hope everyone is aware. These enzymes are the biocatalyst which our body makes. Isn't it? Enzymes are what? Enzymes are biocatalyst. Our body makes it like you have extracellular enzymes, you have intracellular enzymes. What are enzymes? So what is meaning of biocatalyst? They increase rate of reaction, okay, without being used up. Now what does this mean? This simply means if you have one meal of food and if your body tries to digest it without help of enzyme, it will take many hours. But with God's grace, our alimentary canal secretes enzyme, isn't it? And because of this enzyme, our food is digested within 5 to 6 hours. So enzymes, they fasten up the reaction. Now this enzyme our body makes, yes, that's right. Even microorganisms make the enzyme. Each and every organism, they make enzyme because they are living organisms. And for digestion and various other processes, they need enzymes. So these enzymes are used even in factories and industries and various other places. So you need to obtain them. So from where will you get those enzymes? You cannot just take out from our body, it's not possible. So we take help of whom to get this enzyme? We take help of microorganism. From microorganism we can obtain these enzymes and we can use in various other things. Now first example is of protease. Now we are getting protease from Aspergillus and Bacillus species. In your NCERT textbook, name of the enzymes is there and its function is there, but they haven't mentioned from which organisms we are obtaining these enzymes. So if you want, you can write it down. Protease we get from Aspergillus and Bacillus species. Now where is this protease used? We know it is used as a clearing agent. Clearing agent, like to clear the bottle juices, fruit juices. It is also used as clearing agent in making beer and whiskey. Not only this, bachcho, even it is used in softening of bread. Are you aware? This is used in softening of bread. Not only this, it is also used in cleaning of hide. You know what is hide? Skin of big animals is called hide, like cow and every cow, buffalo. Their skin is called hide. So for cleaning the hide also protease is used. Itna hi nahi, this enzyme is also used in making glue, isn't it? So these are various uses of enzyme. We know one basic use of this enzyme, that is clearing of fruit juices, but other than clearing of fruit juices, there are many uses, like softening of bread, isn't it? Curing of meat, okay, then even in making glue. So these are functions of proteases. Now other than proteases, after proteases you have this enzyme called lipases. From where do we get lipases? So Candida lipolytica. Okay, now as the name suggests, Candida lipolytica. And lipases, as the name suggests, you know what is its function. So it mainly digests lipid. So basically inactivated lipase is used in detergent. Ariel, Surf Excel, isn't it? So this detergent, we add inactivated lipases, and as soon as water is put into it, the enzyme gets activated. What does this enzyme do? It mainly removes oily stain. Okay, so lipase, as the name suggests, is used in removing the oily stains from clothes. So that is function of lipase. Now amylase, you get amylase from where? So we get amylase from Rhizopus, Bacillus and even Aspergillus species. Again I repeat, Rhizopus, Bacillus and Aspergillus species. Amylase, as the name suggests, is a starch digesting. Okay, it mainly digests starch and sugars. So it is used in various bakeries and even food industries. So that is use of amylase, bakeries and food industries. Then comes lactases. It is obtained from Saccharomyces fragilis. Again I repeat, Saccharomyces fragilis. So this is what? This is fungus from which we get lactases. Now where are lactases used? You must be aware that in making आइसक्रीम, अगर हम आइसक्रीम घर पे बनाए मम्मी फ्रीज़र में, तो तुम्हें पता है उसमें थोड़े से वो क्रिस्टल्स और ये सब आ जाते हैं हम फ्रीज़र में रखें तो. बट हम जो ये जो बड़ी बड़ी डेयरी इंडस्ट्रीज़ है उनके आइसक्रीम, दे आर हाउ स्मूथ ना, दे आर वेरी क्रीमी. सो दैट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लैक्टेसेस. नाउ लैक्टेसेस बेसिकली प्रिवेंट्स क्रिस्टल फॉर्मेशन इन आइसक्रीम्स. आइसक्रीम में जो क्रिस्टल जो होता है, आइस क्रिस्टल्स जो होते हैं, वो ये लैक्टेज बनने नहीं देगा. तो बेसिकली लैक्टेज हम कहाँ यूज़ करते हैं? सो बेसिकली लैक्टेज इज़ यूज्ड इन it is used in dairy industries. Why? To avoid crystal formation in ice creams. So that was about lactases. Now comes pectinases. Now where is pectinases? Now pectinases and proteases, these two are protein digesting enzymes बच्चों. ठीक है, both of them are protein digesting enzymes. Particularly if I talk about pectinases, it is used in clearing fruit juices, same like proteases. It is used to clear fruit juices and alcohol beverages. Other than this, you must be aware of green coffee. It is also used in making of green coffee. Other than this, retting of fibers, there also this pectinases is used. So retting of fibers, clearing of fruit juices and making of green coffee. So this is use of pectinases. So in this lecture till here we have not only discussed the name of the chemicals and the name of the enzymes, but from which microorganisms we get it. Here you can clearly see some are bacteria, some are fungus, and their uses, one or two uses. Okay, now other than this part, there are three main important bioactive molecules. Other than this all, there are three bioactive molecules. उनके बारे में already NCERT में दिया हुआ है, but I would like to discuss it with you. Here I have not written because it's given in NCERT. First bioactive molecule is streptokinase. Again I repeat the name, streptokinase. So बच्चों, from where do you get streptokinase? Basically we get streptokinase from bacteria called streptococcus. From the bacteria called streptococcus. Now what is its function? See, in our blood vessels, many a times because of some disorders or because of some problem, blood clots are formed. Within the vessels, clots are being formed. ये clot किसके हैं? These are the blood clots. You need to dissolve this blood clots. ये blood clot को dissolve करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Otherwise what will happen? Otherwise person can have heart attack. Isn't it? Because vital organs like heart may not get oxygen, so person can have heart attack. So this blood clot को dissolve करना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. So who dissolves? Like blood clot कैसे dissolve होगा? So with the help of this bioactive molecule called streptokinase. Okay, now streptokinase basically helps in dissolving this blood clot. What does it do? So you must be aware कि blood clot कैसे होता है? Because of accumulation of fibrin threads. आपने clotting of blood में पढ़ा हुआ in standard 11th, isn't it? कि how does blood clot occurs? Clotting of blood requires various 13 clotting factors, isn't it? In 11th standard in circulatory system we have already done that how blood clot occurs. So a blood clot जो होता है that happens because of fibrin threads, fibrins. So this streptokinase has capacity to dissolve fibrins. और फाइब्रिन अगर टूट गया ना तो क्लॉट ऑटोमेटिकली पिघल जाएगा या टूट जाएगा. So what is property of streptokinase? It mainly dissolves this fibrin thread. So that it is also called clot buster. इसीलिए streptokinase को clot buster भी बोला हुआ है, because it bursts clot, clot को तोड़ देता है. Okay, so that was about streptokinase. Now second important biomolecule is cyclosporin A. Again I repeat, cyclosporin A. Now this cyclosporin A बच्चों is obtained from fungus. It's obtained from fungus called Trichoderma polysporum. Don't worry, names are there in NCERT. So that is the reason even I have not written here. So name of the fungus is Trichoderma polysporum. Now, where is it used? Where is this cyclosporine used? See, in your NCERT book, one use is given, but other than this, that use I'll be discussing, but it is also antifungal. This cyclosporine can be used as an antifungal. It can be used as anti-inflammatory. Inflammation हो जाए, लग जाए, तो it can be used as anti-inflammatory. These are two extra functions. And other than these two, the third thing which is given in your textbook is it is mainly used in suppressing your immune system. इम्यून सिस्टम को डाउन करने में मदद करता है. अब इम्यून सिस्टम को तुम्हें डाउन कब करना है? व्हेन देयर इज नीड टू लोअर डाउन योर इम्यून सिस्टम. बेसिकली एट द टाइम ऑफ ऑर्गन ट्रांसप्लांट. नाउ एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आई एम हेल्दी, मुझे मेरे इम्यून सिस्टम को डाउन नहीं करना है. अगर अभी मैंने साइक्लोस्पोरिन ले लिया तो मेनी वायरस बैक्टीरिया विल स्टार्ट अटैकिंग. अभी नहीं. नॉर्मल केस में योर इम्यून सिस्टम हैज़ टू बी स्ट्रॉन्ग, उसको डाउन नहीं करते हम. बट देर आर सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम जहाँ पे हमें हमारी इम्यून सिस्टम को थोड़ा डाउन करना पड़ता है. ओके, पर्टिकुलरली दैट टाइम इज योर ऑर्गन ट्रांसप्लांट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट. अब इफ़ आई वॉन्ट, अगर मुझे किसी की किडनी चाहिए, अगर मेरी दोनों किडनी फेल है और एक किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट मुझ पे होने वाला है, चलो मुझे डोनर भी मिल गया, देयर इज़ अ पर्सन हु इज़ रेडी टू डोनेट किडनी. डू यू रियली थिंक कि 100% कभी किडनी मैच होगा? अनटिल एंड अनलेस आइडेंटिकल ट्विंस, ठीक है, ऐसा 100% मैचिंग हमें मिलता नहीं है. कितना भी हो 80-90% से ज़्यादा, मतलब मैच 80-90 भी ज़्यादा ही है, बट बहुत ज़्यादा मैच होना 100% किसी के भी ऑर्गन्स मैच नहीं होते हैं. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट विल हैपन, यू नो, अगर ये दवा ना दे, इफ दिस मेडिसिन इज नॉट गिवन टू अ पेशेंट एंड डायरेक्टली दैट न्यू किडनी or donor's kidney is implanted into patient, body's immune system will feel that it is not my part. Okay, मेरी बॉडी को पता है कि कौन अपना है कौन पराया है, और बॉडी हमेशा फॉरेन सब्सटेंस पर अटैक करती है बच्चों. ऑलवेज बॉडी ट्राइज टू अटैक द एंटीजेंस. व्हाट आर एंटीजेंस? द फॉरेन थिंग्स विच एंटर इनटू योर बॉडी इज कॉल्ड एंटीजन. है ना, फॉरेन चीज़ जब कोई भी, इट कैन बी डस्ट पार्टिकल, इट कैन बी वायरस, इट कैन बी बैक्टीरिया, एनीथिंग दैट एंटर्स इनटू योर बॉडी इज कॉल्ड एंटीजन. तो ये जो किडनी मेरे बॉडी में आई है वो मेरी बॉडी की तो थी नहीं, प्लस वो 100% मैच तो हो नहीं रही है. तो माई बॉडी विल थिंक, अरे यार ये क्या आ गया है अंदर, ये क्या नई चीज़ अंदर आ गई है, क्योंकि 10-20% तो कहीं पे अनमैच है ही, सॉरी मिसमैच है ही, 10-15% कहीं ना कहीं मिसमैच है ही. सो ऐसे केस में व्हाट हैपन्स इज बॉडीज ओन सेल्स लाइक पर्टिकुलरली टी लिम्फोसाइट. व्हाट इज नेम ऑफ द WBC? नेम ऑफ द WBC इज टी लिम्फोसाइट. नाउ दिस टी लिम्फोसाइट विल स्टार्ट अटैकिंग ऑन दैट किडनी. ओके, जो फॉरेन किडनी है या जो नई किडनी जो मुझे दी है उस पर वो अटैक करने लगेगी. एंड जस्ट इमेजिन एंटायर ऑपरेशन विल बी ऑफ नो यूज़. ओके, मेरी तो दोनों किडनी फेल है, प्लस जो नई किडनी आई उसको भी मेरे इम्यून सिस्टम ने तोड़ दी. ओके, या डिस्ट्रॉय कर दी. So for that particular reason this should not happen. So what do doctors do? Prior to organ transplant and even after organ transplant, some dosage of cyclosporin A is given, और दैट इज़ अ फिक्स डोज. बहुत ज़्यादा भी हमें नहीं देना है. अगर हमने बहुत ज़्यादा दिया तो ऐसे केस में क्या हो जाएगा, बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, इजंट इट बच्चों. सो उसका एक डेफिनेट डोज होता है, दैट डॉक्टर्स विल डिसाइड कितना डोज होता है, क्या होता है. बट इन दैट वे साइक्लोस्पोरिन ए का फंक्शन क्या होता है? इट एक्ट्स एज अ इम्यूनोसप्रेसिव ड्रग. Again I repeat, immunosuppressive drug. And when you have to down your immune system, is it clear? Whenever there is organ transplant या any such thing, okay, particularly organ transplant के time पे you need to bring down your immune system. So at that time this drug is given. And from which source you get? कहाँ से हमें ये cyclosporin A मिलता है? From a fungus called Trichoderma polysporum. Okay, and the last bioactive molecule is statin. Now you get statin नाम की दवा है, statin. Now you get statin from Monoscus purpureus. नाम भी कैसा है ना? So Monoscus purpureus. From this microorganism we get statin. अच्छा, what is use of statin? मोनोस्कस से हमें मिलता है, बट व्हाट इज इट्स यूज? कहाँ यूज करते हैं हम स्टैटिन को? दैट इज मेनली टू लोअर डाउन योर ब्लड कोलेस्ट्रॉल. बॉडी के अंदर के कोलेस्ट्रॉल को डाउन करने में ये मदद करता है, लोअरिंग डाउन योर ब्लड कोलेस्ट्रॉल। यू नो, बहुत ज़्यादा कोलेस्ट्रॉल हुआ देन ऑल्सो यू विल हैव हार्ट प्रॉब्लम्स, हार्ट अटैक वुड बी देयर, इजंट इट? तो फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर रीज़न कोलेस्ट्रॉल को डाउन करना ज़रूरी है। सो वहाँ पर वी आर गिविंग दिस मेडिसिन कॉल्ड स्टेटिन या बायोएक्टिव मॉलिक्यूल कॉल्ड स्टेटिन. From where do you get statin? You get statin from Monoscus purpureus. So in this way, in this video, in this lecture, I have covered uses of microbes in making chemicals, industries and bioactive molecules. Hope you liked the lecture. Please press the like button, subscribe it and share it. Thank you.